Steve Morgan here, Australian Bass Tournaments, with the winner of the Maui Jim round of the Clarence River 13 Fishing Bass Pro Series events. That was a big mouthful, but Mitch Cohn, it's not the first time I've talked to you this year, mate. You won at Glen Maggie, and man, what a different fishery this is. That was you were fishing deep, you were fishing clear water, you were fishing slow. You get to the Clarence, it's dirty, it's tidal. It couldn't be any different, could it?
No. That's what I like about fishing too, you know, and going to new places. I'm certainly not a river rat, but yeah, I certainly enjoy the tidal stuff and starting to understand it more and more now that I fish it a bit often.
Wait a sec, you were leading the grand final last year, which was in the Richmond River. You led this one this morning, wire to wire win. I think you are a river rat.
Oh, I'm learning. As I said, I learned a lot from the Richmond in the grand final, just tidal stuff, and happy it come off.
Good thing about tides, mate, is if your shit isn't working, just wait a while, it'll change, it'll start working.
I had to do that today, yeah. It is hard watching the clock tick by and just like, I'm just waiting for it to run a bit harder, but yeah.
Mate, you got, I think, 2 of the top 3 limits for the weekend. Like, it was a runaway win. It was like 14 point something kilos down to 12, down to 10. Like, you're substantially better than anyone else out there. What was the plan for the weekend? How did you get it done?
The plan changed on day one. During the tournament, during the practice day, I run down to the ferries. There was only one ferry, which, everyone knows if the other ferry's stationary, they really school up under there. So I started fishing the reef a little bit more, just chasing that current. But blades were my go-to during practice. And then, day one rolled around. I caught fish on a blade, but for some silly reason just decided to pick up a crankbait late in the afternoon, and things changed from there real quick.
Run us through the crankbait and the gear you were using to throw it, because that was your big fish killer, was it?
That's right, yeah. So it was the OSP Blitz MR in chartreuse, and just throwing it up nice and shallow, super shallow, just picking apart the pockets. Laydowns were the main thing that I was targeting, just current breaks. I just got onto that current sort of situation. But Miller rods, Blade Freak, 7 foot, ultra light. This was the first ever Miller I bought, and that started the obsession. So,
how many you got now?
Oh, is the wife watching? Or no, I've got a few. Ian looks after me, and I'm very grateful for what he does for both me and Matt. So,
are you running for Parliament, mate? Because I asked you a question, you didn't answer it. How many you got?
Oh, a few. Got a dozen or so. Yeah.
True politician, mate. Mate, the area you fish, you were down the Lawrence part of the river. That is a fair way down. This event has traditionally been one either up the Coldstream River, high up the system. What made you go down?
I just kind of thought they'd be down there after the flood. Like last year, I kind of thought they'd be down there too, and they were. But like last year, we had some 5 kilo bags coming in. It was just nothing compared to what happened upstream. So I honestly didn't think it could happen twice in a row. I guess it's turned out all right. So. Just decision making. It all comes down to one decision. So,
the way you fish the crankbait, is it a straight retrieve? Is it a stop start? What is it?
Just a straight retrieve. As I said, it's just like short underhand cast. Just really getting it in tight to that structure. Just a dead slow roll. If it bumps something, I sort of give it a pause sometimes, because usually that'll trigger a bite. But yeah, it's a pretty simple technique.
Yep. Let's jump on to Angler of the Year now, because Matty Langford's won 3 events, but his 4th event is an 8th place.
Yep.
You've now won 2 events. You've got a first, a 2nd, a 3rd maybe?
2nd and a 5th.
2nd and a 5th. So AOY just got interesting.
Yeah, it did. I start roster on Tuesday, and very busy time for us at work. So I don't think I can get to Cania. Right. So it's.
You've just got to catch you now.
Yeah, whatever will be, will be. I mean, that 8th place at Cania for Matt, that's, I think it'll disappear, but, anything can happen.
I think you want to be training all the other guys in the field up with all the good oil for Cania.
I might have to call in a few old heads and see if they want to put an extra entry in to help me out.
What about a water skier to do a few laps of the lake? Not put any ideas in your head.
I don't like them, Blake, so I couldn't do it to him.
Mate, you and Matty have had a great rivalry this year. You're good mates, and it's great to see that doesn't matter if you're on Glen Maggie or the Clarence River. This man, Mitchell Cohn, getting it done, the Maui Jim round of the 13 Fishing Bass Pro Series.
Maui Jim prescriptions too, they actually have changed a lot for me, because I didn't realise my eyesight was so bad till I got glasses, and Maui's hooked me up with a set of prescriptions, and
now you can see the current lines.
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely changed the way I fish.
There you go. Maui Jim getting it done. Mitchell Cohn getting it done. We are out from the Clarence.